Welcome to PC Gaming Tech Summary. I'm your host, Gamer, and today we go back in the day. Oh no, here he goes again. Yes, back in the day, 2007. The big question was, can your computer play Crysis? Crysis? What Crysis? What's Crysis? I'll show you. I have Crysis 2 Maximum Edition. So I'll put some footage on the screen. So basically you have this biosuit and you can go stealth, make yourself blend in with the terrain. And it's got, different protection modes and things like that. And there's all kinds of, stuff around that. And it's similar to the early Far Cry games. So open world kind of thing. But you're going after aliens in this one. Anywho, today we're back. Okay, we're back today. What computer game is really high spec that your system might not be able to run it? Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition. Yes. In fact, if you don't have a ray tracing hardware, you can't run it. So my understanding is the current AMD GPUs, it won't work. Okay. I tried it on my 1070 and it comes up with a warning. You can't play the game. So the 3060 12 gigabyte can run it with my 12700K. Now, there's a lot of ray tracing and all sorts of stuff in there. And so I have actually been working on, particularly low settings on the ray tracing side of things, okay? And, how many cores do you need to run Metro Exodus Enhanced? So that's the question that came into my mind. So I did some testing and I can basically select 6 cores. So my CPU has got 8 P cores, performance cores, that have hyper-threading. So I can turn the hyper-threading off or on. What is hyper-threading? It allows, the way I think of it, and this may not be exactly accurate, but it's the way I think of it, is with the core having 2 threads, it basically has 2 wires coming out of it, or 2 pipes you can think of. So if you only have 1 pipe coming out, you can only send so much information, but if you add another pipe, more information can get out. And for some particular reason, there are certain games that don't like hyper-threading, but they're few and far between, so it's nothing really to worry about. So, I'm just playing around just to see what the different games are capable of doing, okay? So, I ran some benchmarks, right? And I bet some of you don't know that Metro Exodus Enhanced has got a benchmark. It's hidden, but it's there. You can't get it from the menu system. No, it's hidden. And if you're interested, I'll show you where it is so you can have a play as well. Basically, it's hidden where your game files are, okay? Wherever you install the game, whatever drive and folder, it's in there. And it's labeled benchmark.exe, and it's got the Metro Exodus logo there, all right? So, there you go. We can have a play. Now, it takes ages, okay? It takes ages to load this up and for it to get going. So, I've got a 12700K, which is like one of the fastest CPUs you can buy, okay? And yeah, it takes a few seconds for that to go. Maybe a half a minute or 45 seconds or something like that, okay? So running this benchmark, you can see stuttering, okay? So with 6 cores, 6 performance cores with hyperthreading on, so all my tests so far have been with hyperthreading on, because with the ray tracing games, they really need, there's a lot of information coming out of the cores, the CPU cores. And so I thought I'll simulate a 12600K, which has 6 performance cores, 2 threads each, and 4 efficient cores, 1 thread each. And those efficient cores are smaller cores, they generate less heat, they run at a lower frequency, so they're not nearly as powerful as the P cores. But they're power efficient. It's like sort of like a laptop core. So the 12600's got 4 efficient cores, and the one I have, the 12700, has 4 as well. So I've got 8 performance cores, so I turned the 2 of those cores off, okay, so that I just have 6 running the game, or the benchmark, Metro Exodus benchmark. And I ran that. Well, what happens if you add 2 efficient cores? Let's count the stutters. if you'd like me to continue on with this testing, let me know, and if there are any particular games you'd like me to test as well. So what you could do is you could subscribe, and then you'll get notified when those videos are ready. Thanks for joining us here on PC Gaming Tech Summary, and don't forget, you'll be seeing me in the next video.